here at Maxwell Field to bring you another West Jersey Football League action between the Wildwood Warriors and the Bishop Eustace Crusaders. We are starting a minute or so early after a quick coin toss and kickoff. Bishop Eustace won the coin toss, deferred, and just kicked off to the Warriors. The ball was taken at the 20-yard line and returned to the 33-yard line for the Warriors to set up a 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Ryan, what are we looking at tonight between this game between the Warriors and the Crusaders?
The Warriors come out, they got a lot of energy, homecoming night, good crowd here, and they're playing against a team that's been a little nicked up, coming off of 2 losses, so they're hoping to get a win here.
Jordan Dozier, the junior quarterback for the Warriors. Thomas Rio in the backfield. Dozier looks to pass. Long pass, incomplete, intended for Javion Hennessy. Ball a little bit above his hands.
Is well covered on behalf of Bishop Eustace. A little line shake-up for what the Warriors. They got big Eric Jordan in its center, moving Liam Carmel, the guard, and Samuel Santiago out to tackle. So, Ed, we see all the time that center quarterback exchange is very important. So hopefully, Eric has that down and we don't have any mistakes for if you're Coach Loomis. But that's something to watch as we go forward.
2nd and 10 ball on the 34-yard line of Wildwood, 11:47. Welcome to our broadcast here on 98.7 The Coast. Ed Gorski, Ryan Trent bringing you the football action tonight as the Warriors host the Bishop Eustace Crusaders. Jordan Dozier in the shotgun formation. Thomas Rio, the setback to his right, that gives to Rios. He gets nothing, maybe loses 1 yard on the carry. Ryan, talking to the Bishop Eustace coach before the game started, Sal Raccabato. He's first-year coach at Bishop Eustace. They're coming off a 2-game losing streak. They won their first 5. They're 5-2, and he has not been happy with the way they've been playing, the way they've been tackling, and the effort they've been given. So prior to this game, he said he's not really concerned. He wants to win, but he also wants to improve, come up with a little more heart, and tackle the football and the player.
Yeah, it looks like from the early start, it looks like Eustace is going to try to dictate what happens on the line of scrimmage. You're lining up 5 and they're coming.
Dozier, shotgun formation, Rios to his right, trip receivers to his right. He's going to look to pass across the middle, taken by Hennessy, across the 35 to the 37-yard line. He'll be short of the 1st down, and I'll bring up a 4th and long for the Warriors.
And long. Looks around 7.
Our officials tonight: Fred Lam, the referee; Dan O'Connell, the umpire; John Hasher, the head linesman; Bob Macon, the line judge; Bruce Cooper, the back judge; and our timekeeper in the booth with us here is Jeff Kodatek.
It's a big 4th down here. We're going to see, Wildwood decides that a lot of times in punt situations they do end up going for it. So their ball's on their own 37-yard line, 38-yard line. You would think that they would punt, but they're going in for a play here, and we'll see. But this is going to be a big play to start the game early.
Triano and Hennessy to the right, Rios to the right in the backfield with Dozier. 4th and 6, and we have a timeout by Bishop Eustace called early. And we'll keep it here. We'll remind you that this 2024 West Jersey Football League broadcast is proudly brought to you by Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit CrestSavings.com. Also brought to you in part by Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May, the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. Hemingway's Oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May. Follow them on Facebook. So Ryan, we're looking at the 5-2 Bishop Eustace Crusaders and the 1-4 Warriors. And we were here last week against Kip when I was quite impressed with Wildwood's effort. They controlled the game through 3 quarters and got a little tired in the 4th quarter. And the end result was a 14-6 loss, but a really good effort put forward by the Warriors.
Yeah, definitely a winnable game last week. It's something to build on, but that's why you've got to play 4 quarters from the opening buzzer to the final, and that's what Wildwood's hoping to get tonight.
4th and 6, ball on the Warriors 38. Dozier in the backfield, Rios in motion to his right. It's going to be a quick kick off the side of the foot of Dozier. Bounces at the 45 to the 40. and going to tumble down to the 35-yard line of the Crusaders, where they will take over for the first time in this game. And getting back to what we were talking about, Ryan, the effort for the Warriors was really impressive last week. They had the ball for almost the whole first quarter, led 6-0 into the fourth quarter before they stumbled a little bit and made two errors that they couldn't recover from.
Yeah, and then they had some players who had to step into positions that haven't been playing often all year, and they filled the role. Now their second game, they're a little more comfortable. They got those initial game jitters out, so you expect a little more from them this year.
Roman Faiola, the quarterback, a direct snap to the all-world tailback for the Crusaders, Makai Simmons, and he rumbles for a huge gain of 34 yards for the Crusaders. Makai Simmons is one of the top backs in the state right now, Ryan. He has 14 touchdowns to date, including the last two losses of the game of the season for the Crusaders. So look to see him a lot, call his name quite a bit tonight. Faiola with two tailbacks in the backfield. Another direct snap to Simmons at the 30-yard line, taken down at the Warrior 29.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they do anything too fancy. You know, they line him up. If he gets a little hole, he's going to exploit it. But if it looks like they run to their strength most of the time, every now and then they'll run a counter off of it. But as you were saying, he's averaging around 9 yards a carry, and you know he's done this game in and game out, so it's going to be a big task for
when you rip off 34 in your first carry of the game. That definitely helps the average.
Yeah, absolutely.
8:53 here in the first quarter. Wildwood playing Bishop Eustace in this West Jersey Football League action. No score early. Ed Gorski and Ryan trying to bring you the game on 98.7 The Coast. Inside handoff to number 8, I believe that's Alexander Skabilia.
Noah Glenn on the
Correction, number 5, Noah Glenn.
There's that counter we were talking about. Other than that, they're usually power, and then counter.
On the play. Bring it up.
3rd and 9. Ball at the Warrior. Looks like the Warrior 22-yard line. 23-yard line. 8:15 to play. No score in the first quarter here.
Warriors need to stop on this play here, Ed.
Faiola in the backfield, Simmons to his left, one receiver to his right. Direct snap to Faiola. He takes it himself, keeps it, rumbles down. It looks like he got the first down for a pickup of about 5 yards.
Number 1.
First down for Bishop Eustace.
Faiola on the carry, picking up the first down.
At the Warrior 17-yard line. And speaking to Bishop Eustace's coach, he said Roman Faiola is a tremendous quarterback, but a better baseball player, and he's gotten some small Division I and some Division II looks for baseball. He's probably going to lean that way to continue his college career in sports with the baseball.
Gotcha. As a quarterback here, they don't really throw too often. They're under 20 attempts on the season, I believe.
Direct snap to Simmons. He's going to go to his right, picks up 2 blocks, turns the corner, takes over 2 players, and gets down to the 1-yard line where he stopped just shy of the goal line. Makai Simmons for the Crusaders will give the Crusaders another first down and goal from the 1-yard line. Yeah, getting back to what you were saying, Ryan, they threw the ball 15 times last game for the first time in 3 years. He tried to mix it up a little bit and did not fare too well. So they are going to run quite a bit tonight.
But this first drive, you wouldn't expect that to go to the air.
Direct snap to Faiola. He is met by 3 Warriors, and he did not get in. Nick Crochet, I believe, on the stop. And Liam Carmel, our player of the game last week, had an outstanding defensive effort. Makes the tackle there. I'm sure we'll be calling his name quite a bit.
Let's hear it. Come on.
Definitely expect another big night out of Liam.
Second and goal. Ball is on the 1-yard line. There was no gain there, obviously. 6:30 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. But the Crusaders threatening deep in Warrior territory.
Imagine you're going to see Makai Simmons with the ball here. Quick to the up back.
Touchdown for Bishop Eustace.
Bishop Eustace.
I'm not sure the player who got in there. It might have been number 8, Alexander Skabilia.
That looked to be number 8, Alex Skabilia.
Junior tailback for the Crusaders, and Bishop Eustace takes an early 6-0 lead here with the ensuing extra point pending.
Ed, if you have a 1,000-yard rusher 7 games into the season, you're getting some good blocking, not only by your lineman, but also by your receiver. And if you saw in that last drive, number 7 threw some key blocks, and number 5 on the end did a good job of sealing as well.
They're going to go for 2 here. Snap to Farrell. He's going to look to pass. He's going to keep it throwing deep, and really made a great catch in the back of the end zone.
It's good.
Real good catch by number 7, Delano Mann, it looks like, for a 2-point conversion and an 8-0 lead here. So with 6:16 to play in the first quarter, Bishop Eustace 8, Wildwood 0. We'll take a quick break on 98.7 The Coast, WCZT. Wildwood on a nice fall night here at Maxwell Field. Wildwood down early 8-0 to Bishop Eustace in a West Jersey United Division contest. Eustace kicks off, taken by Thomas Rios at the 35-yard line, met by 2 Crusaders and taken and dropped at the 34-yard line, and Wildwood will start their second possession almost in front of us at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, if you're Coach Loomis, you want to get a drive going here. You got to put a couple plays together. You can't go 3 and out again. You got to get something moving. And, obviously, on the flip side, Bishop Eustace can't be happier with that first drive. Had some big plays, also had some, short to-go plays, and they capitalized on it. So they're going to want to stop. Wildwood's going to want to get a couple first downs here. And they could, find themselves in a little hole to start early.
6:09 first quarter. Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano, 98.7 The Coast, West Jersey Football League action. Wildwood down 8-0 early. Jordan Dozier, the junior quarterback, in the shotgun formation. Thomas Rio to his left, picks up a block, looks to throw. Pass is complete to Hennessy at the 42-yard line, and he is taken down for a 4-yard gain.
Pick up about 4 yards on the
I tell you, Ryan, Dozier's throwing a nice tight spiral there. Even the one he overthrew Hennessy on the flat, both balls were thrown very well.
Yeah, if you give him the time, he can throw it, and we saw last week he put a little touch. Leading up to last week, everything was a bullet. This week, he first couple ones, he had a fire in. The one he did, he put a little touch, but, the line's going to have to give him time because Eustace is lining up 5, and they're also firing their backers. So they're coming with 5 or 6 guys each time.
2nd and 5 for the Warriors on their own 42-yard line. Dozier shotgun, Rios to his right, steps up, picks up a block, the pass to favorite receiver Hennessy again, and that'll be a first down for the Warriors. Ball caught at the 48-yard line, where he is stopped by Delano Mann of the Crusaders. 5:08, 8-0. Bishop Eustace out to an early lead on a plethora of runs against Wildwood to start a 34-yard big gain on first down into Wildwood territory, and then they pounded it in from there.
Yeah, it looks like Wildwood's going to have to work the outside here, which they did. Each time they're coming up the middle. Thomas Rios picked up the blitz and linebacker there, which gave Jordan the time to throw. So, like I said, Eustace is going to try to control that line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Dozier again, shotgun formation. Rios to his right. He's going to look to pass. Flips it out to Rios. He drops the ball and had some space.
Incomplete pass.
Dozier under pressure. Got rid of it quick and was just a little bit out of the reach of Rios
2nd down.
for an incomplete pass. And 2nd down coming up.
Play call was there. It's he just had a tough rush coming off the edge. If he could have completed that, I think Rios would have gained a few yards there. But it looks like Eustis is lining up. They're blitzing 5, 6 guys each time, and they're going man-to-man. So one of these receivers, they're going to have to win their battles if they're going to be successful tonight.
2nd and 10 ball on the Warrior 48. 4:29 left to play. Dozier, shotgun formation as we've seen all game. Thomas Rios to his right, high snap taken well. Looks to throw to the flat. He's got a wide open player and just underthrew him. Ball was intended for number 3, Trevor Triano, and the Bishop Eustis D-back had no idea, and the ball hit him in the back of the head. The ball was just a little bit out of Trevor's hands, out of his reach. A little bit. If he leads him a little bit more, he's got a touchdown.
Yeah, that's the one there. We just talked about you got to win your battles there. That was one. Unfortunately, that play wasn't completed, but you see where you can attack, and you see what you're going to have to attack to be successful against this defense. They're going to blitz, they're going to send the house, and they're going man-to-man. So, that should be open more and more down throughout the game.
4:22 first quarter. Wildwood, Bishop Eustis in a United Division matchup here, part of the West Jersey Football League in South Jersey. Wildwood coming off a tough 14-6 loss to Kip Norcross last week. 3rd and 10 ball at the 48-yard line. Dozier, shotgun, Rios to his right. Drops back to pass, looks across the middle. Ball is taken and caught. Gianni Triano takes the catch and took a little hit
Player down on the field.
in the midsection. Could have got the wind knocked out of him. So we're going to take a quick break here on 98.7 The Coast for an injury timeout, and we'll be right back.
4th and 6 for the first down, it looks like.
I know you've been there. What's your reason?
The wonderful staff. Fantastic food.
Lucky on the first
Once
menu.
again, I'd like to thank Joe, Faziello, Steele, Semper Fi Snacks, Jersey Pride Cheerleading, Frederick Pride Foundation, the Step Back Foundation, Lunch with Lynch Foundation, Anglesey Pub.
For one reason. And now back to the exercise.
98.7 The Coast, WCZT, bringing you West Jersey football action here. We're in the middle of an injury
To the game tonight.
to a Warrior.
Keep in mind, folks.
Looks like he might have got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, I'll tell you, pound for pound, Gianni's one of the toughest kids, but with that being said, he doesn't have that much lead in his pencil, so you take a shot like that coming across the middle, you're going to feel it, but hopefully he's going to be all right and continue. He had a really big game last week, and, he's a big part of this offense, and they're going to need him on the field if they want to be successful, so hopefully Gianni's all right and he's able to return to the game.
Getting back to the game, 4th and 6 for the Warriors. Are going to go for it again unless they opt a quick kick. Ball's on their own on the Crusader 48-yard line. 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Wildwood down 8-0. Dozier in the shotgun takes the snap, looks to pass under pressure. Big ball throwing. It's a little short, and it is intercepted.
On the play by number 7.
Interception for the Crusaders. Delano Mann picks it off, and Ryan, I'm not too upset with that because as a punter, Wildwood could have probably kicked it just as far, so they flipped the field. The only bad thing is it's a bad stat for Dozier.
Yeah, one of the things there, though, Ed, I don't understand. You have a reserve coming in. You're already thin at wide receiver. You got Alex Ruiz out, who's one of their better receivers. You have Gianni who goes out. So you're already on your backups, and then you bring in a backup for that, and you throw a straight fly to him on one of their better pass defenders. Mann leads their team in interceptions, and you go after him with probably your fifth string wide receiver. I'm not so sure about that call there, but anyway, like you said, it probably worked out for them because a punt would have been in that same area.
So the turnover gives the Crusaders the ball on their own 22-yard line, 1st and 10.
Wow, it's really playing with little to no energy out there, and I know this kid's good. He's done it against every team he's played against, but that was almost effortless once he got through that hole.
Yeah, he was untouched, and it was off to the races, and nobody could have caught him. 2-point conversion, direct snap, same play again. That is no good.
Extra point looks to be good.
And look,
Giving it to him.
I haven't seen a signal from the officials yet.
The line judge on the bottom down here signaled
Okay.
down, or signaled in for a good conversion.
So with the 2-point conversion, it's now going to be 16-0. Bishop Eustace Crusaders on top of Wildwood here. You're listening to West Jersey football on 98.7 The Coast. Some of our sponsors will keep it here while we get ready to kick the ball to the Warriors. Lucky Bones in Cape May proudly supports all athletes in Cape May.
16.
Stop in Lucky Bones for great food with great friends. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Whether you want one sandwich or a whole tray, call Primo Hoagies in Rio Grande, 609-846-7532. The Rio Grande Diner, Route 9 and 47, serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily. Be sure to save room for one of their homemade desserts. That is the Rio Grande Diner. Stop by the Honky Tonk Saloon in Wildwood this weekend for delicious food, great entertainment, and line dancing. Follow the Honky Tonk Saloon on Facebook for more thrilling events and updates if you're looking for something fun to do in the Wildwoods. Unlock your potential at Farrell Chiropractic, where athletes can recover with their top-tier soft tissue injury treatment. Make your appointment today, 609-886-7730. So Bishop Eustace will kick off again to the Warriors. 3:33 left to play here in the first quarter. Wildwood in a hole, 16-0 to start out. Rios takes the ball at his 21-yard line, looks to move up the left sideline out to the 30, where he's taken down by 3 Crusaders for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if Wildwood wants to, keep this game respectable and not get blown out, they're really going to have to step up. There's little to no energy out there. Bishop Eustace is flying all over the field. Wildwood's, hesitant on their heels. And this game has the chance to be blown out early if they don't get a good drive put together here.
Yeah, they got to put some hands on Simmons because he is an all-world back for them, and he is a top 10 running back in the state. And as you can see, back-to-back plays peeled off some big yardage and 2 touchdowns.
Over 100 yards with 3/4 of the way through the first quarter.
Wildwood 1st and 10 on their own 30. Dozier in the shotgun looks to throw again. Across the middle, picks up the ball. It was dropped, caught and dropped. I don't know how they're going to rule that. Incomplete pass, thank goodness. Ball was in Freddie Dunn's hand for a split second. He was hit, and he dropped the ball.
Good call by the side judge.
And an incomplete pass, luckily for the Warriors, or that would have been a...
Looks like the Warriors are even going to catch a break. The official there is throwing a flag saying that there was contact with the head. And, hey, listen, I want to take any yards you could get as a Warrior, but you got to question. I mean, it's still football. The kid led with his shoulder. The receiver was bobbling, didn't have it clean, which led him to lean over, and... I'm not so sure that there was any intent or if it was direct to the head, but anyway, it looks like Wildwood's going to get 15 yards out of this.
Personal foul.
Personal foul. Targeting.
That was a targeting call.
Against Bishop Eustace.
Against Bishop Eustace. I don't believe that's an ejection. It will be a 15-yard penalty.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
A first down, and that brings up a 1st and 10 at the Warrior 45, and Wildwood got a little lucky there.
On the 45-yard line.
A beautiful night in Wildwood. If you're out and about, please stop down and support these young men that are playing football here. It's a Wildwood's homecoming. Always a nice time to see some old faces, some alumni from the years past here in Wildwood. 3:19 to play in the first quarter, 16-0 Wildwood down. Jordan Dozier, the junior quarterback for the Warriors in the shotgun. He's going to look to pass again. Looks to his right. Ball is dropped right in the hands. I'm not sure who that is for the Warriors. We don't have a number 5 listed.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about here, too. Freddie Dunn, he's done a really good job. He came in last week. They put him to safety, did very well. But starting this season, he was the 5th receiver. Your first play, you go to him, he bobbles it, drops it. Then you have your reserve who's in here, you're throwing, you have to maximize your talent out there. And, the plays there, the design's there, the execution was there, it just wasn't complete.
He was open, and he looked before he caught. And he dropped the ball.
He's a young kid. He's a freshman. He's out here on a homecoming night. Ball's coming to him. He's been sprung into action probably when he wasn't expecting to. So, it's a really big ask of him.
2nd and 10 for the Warriors. The ball on their own 45-yard line. Dozier takes the snap in the shotgun. Going to look to pass. Looks for a deep ball intended for Triano, overthrown by about 5 yards.
For Trevor Toriano.
Trevor looks like he's going to draw a flag on that.
Looks like we have
I saw his shirt come up in the back there. I think he might have been held because he's got some wheels, and I think the cornerback was beat and reached back and grabbed him at the last minute.
Yeah, and you know, Trevor's there. He's young, too, as a sophomore. He's got to get him off. He's got to get those arms off him. I mean, even though he was grabbed, honestly, I thought that was good defense because the defender did grab, but he kept it within him. You know, and luckily for Wildwood, they caught the break there. You know, I know as you look across the sideline, Bishop Eustace isn't happy with that, and if I was the opposing coach, I probably wouldn't be happy either. But, hey, listen, Wildwood's got another first down. They're moving the ball. They're in Eustace territory, and this is the drive that they needed.
And that'll put the ball into Bishop Eustace Crusader territory, ball on the 40-yard line. 3:05, a little slow moving here in the first quarter. Wildwood down in the 16-0 hole to start on two great runs by the junior tailback Simmons from Bishop Eustace. 1st and 10, ball on the 40 now of the Crusaders. Jordan Dozier, shotgun formation. Thomas Rio to his left, trip receivers to his right. And the snap was never snapped. They're going to call a false start. They're going to call a false start on Wildwood. I don't know who the penalty was on, but it was a false start.
It looked like Freddie Dunn, the receiver up at the top of your screen. He was the one that jumped. If he holds just another second, there was about 4 Eustace players. But, of course, Freddie Dunn's probably lined up about 5 yards right in front of that official. And, you know, hey, listen, the way the football guys work, Wildwood's gotten, you know, a lot of penalty yardage there, and there's a few that they got back against them.
3:05, now 1st and 15 for the Warriors. Dozier, the pass, taken by Thomas Rios in the flat. He picks up 22 yards and a first down for the Warriors.
First down, Wildwood.
Down to the 27-yard line of the Bishop Eustace Crusaders.
Yeah, that was a great play call there. They swung the back out of the backfield on the single receiver set. He did a slant in, brought the corner with him, and Thomas Rios was wide open out there and gained another first down.
1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line right now.
343 Bullseye at ValeHarborHotels.com.
2:34 to play here. Wildwood in a hole, 16-0, but moving the ball thanks to 2 big penalties against Bishop Eustace. 1st and 10, ball on the 27-yard line. Jordan Dozier, the junior quarterback, takes the snap, looks to the right, completes a pass to Thomas Rios,
Rios on the catch.
and looks to be about a 6-yard pickup for the Warriors.
Bringing up 2nd and 4.
Nice play call in there, Ed. You know, Wildwood's going to have to get the ball out quickly because they're just lining up and going. But Wildwood's doing a good job of play calling, efficient, easy completions, and Jordan Dozier's putting the ball right in their chest. He looks really good tonight.
Yeah, he's had some great tight spiral throws, and even the ones he were incomplete were good throws. It hasn't been a bad throw just yet. 2nd and 4, ball on the Crusader 22-yard line. 3 receivers to Dozier's right. Thomas Rios in the backfield by himself. Snap taken by Dozier. He looks to the left, flings it out to Rios, and it is incomplete. And I think Rios did not want to catch that because it would have been a loss, and he would have got lit up pretty good by the Crusader linebacker. 3rd down, 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano bringing you West Jersey football action here at Wildwood High School, home of the Warriors, or homecoming night, hosting the Bishop Eustace Crusaders. Finding themselves down 16-0 at the current time. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Wildwood with the ball deep in Bishop Eustace territory on the 22-yard line. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, they tried to go back to that play with Rios coming out of the backfield, and it looked like Eustace was ready for that.
Dozier in the backfield. Rios to his left. Dozier takes the snap, looks to his right, fires the ball, complete, caught by by number 10, Javon Hennessy.
Get him inside.
Takes the ball inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. It'll be a little shy of the first down.
Great second effort by Javion there. But this is one of the things too, Ed, where you would hope Wildwood would have a play where they could get up under center, sneak it, maybe get that first. They only got about a half a yard to go, but we haven't seen Wildwood go up under center the entire season.
We got fourth down and about a half a yard for first down.
36 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wildwood in no real big hurry. 4th and 1, ball's on the 19-yard line. Ryan, I don't think they've run the ball yet tonight.
No, they went one time with Thomas Rios. He was tackled for a 3-yard loss. Everywhere else, they've stayed in the air.
Trip receivers to Dozier's left, Rios in the backfield. I don't know if they're going to look to pay. The ball was tipped in the air and re-caught by Hennessy and give Wildwood the first down to the 12-yard line.
Yeah, that was once again. That's a great job by Javion Hennessy there. I mean that's big right there. That keeps Wildwood in the game and gives them a first down moving in.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter with the score. Bishop Eustace 16, Wildwood nothing. And we'll be right back on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Action, the Wildwood Warriors in a 16-0 hole to the Bishop Eustace Crusaders here at Maxwell Field. To start the second quarter, Wildwood's got the ball 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line of the Crusaders, deep in Bishop Eustace territory. Looks like the ball might be misspotted, and they I thought the ball should be on the 14-yard line. It looks like they have the ball spotted on the 19-yard line. I don't think Coach Loomis is aware of it. And there's no alert to the players. Pass for Triano, thrown in between the two defenders and dropped for an incomplete pass. But I think the ball line's misspotted by about 11 yards maybe. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Looks like they're at the 14 now.
14-yard line.
But it looks like,
Of Bishop Eustace.
going back to that play there, it looks like Jordan, that's probably the first bad throw he made, but he had Trevor. If he leads him there, that's a touchdown. So that one there is going to be one that if they don't capitalize on this, you're going to look back on. But
Would like to welcome members of
looks like the big thing is, it looks like the line's giving him time. He's comfortable back there, and he's he's having a clean pocket to throw from. But thank God for the Warriors, because Jordan threw 16 passes in the first quarter. That's his 17th pass, and they've got one rush. So
11:54, second quarter just started. Wildwood, 2nd and 10, ball on the 14-yard line. Looks like they made the correction with the ball placement. Ball snapped to Dozier. High pass out of the reach of Javion Hennessy. Incomplete. Will bring up 3rd down.
Bring it up.
for Eustace here, they're having a lot more comfortable because they can stay pressed up on the receivers. They're not worrying about them going deep on them. And as you see, these receivers or these D-backs are right in the pocket of the corner or the receiver. So, you know, it's tough for Wildwood with the offense they run, but they're going to have to execute here. Beautiful night here in Wildwood, 63 degrees, a light breeze.
blowing out of the north, Wildwood actually going into the wind. 3rd and 10, ball on the 14-yard line. Dozier, the junior quarterback, with Rios in the backfield, bobbles the snap, drops on it, and he's going to lose 8 yards. And that definitely doesn't make Coach Loomis happy at all. His head was on a swivel line. He was looking around. I don't know if it was a miscommunication with a quick snap, but the ball hit him up in the shoulder, and he dropped it and had to fall on it to avoid the turnover.
Yeah, it looks like this drive he's been a little uncomfortable, and not a good sign for the Warriors. Gianni Triano has his pads off, so it looks like he may be done. He's done for at least a half, if not the game. So the Warriors are going to have to figure out how to go moving forward.
It looks like Wildwood's taking a timeout here with 11-17. We're going to keep it here. We apologize for the PA address announcer who's drowning us out a little bit because he's very loud and almost annoying, but we will do our best to bring this to you a little bit louder and clearer without the issue. Anthony's Grub on Montgomery Avenue in Wildwood wishes all the schools a great year. When you're hungry, think Anthony's Grub. Johnny Longhot's on Pine and Pacific in Wildwood wants to wish everyone the best of luck this season. Stop by after practice for the game and enjoy the taste at Johnny Longhot's. Whale Tail Brewery, located in Burley across from Home Depot, is cheering everyone on for a good season. Hungry for pizza? Breeze Pizza, your local spot for pizza located on Route 47 in the Canals Plaza, wishes the best of luck to all the players and coaches this year around Cape May County. 4th and 18 now for the Warriors. Ball on the 22-yard line of the Crusaders. No field goal action for the Warriors. It'll be Dozier by himself in the shotgun formation under heavy pressure. Has the ball intended for Rios up the left side and knocked out of bounds by number 7, Delano Mann.
Yeah, the Warriors did a lot of things right until they got down, the quarter changed, and then, it looked like a different Warriors team went out there. The first pass was behind, incomplete, and like we said, if they don't execute for the rest of this drive, they're going to come back and say that one's going to haunt them. And that was a touchdown that was thrown a little behind them. And then you had the pass that was well defended, and then, like you had said, Jordan, it kind of got anxious back there, fumbled the ball, and then, we're in a bad 4th and long situation, and now Eustis has the ball.
Well, Makai Simmons, the all-world tailback for the Bishop Eustis Crusaders, takes the ball up the middle for a gain of about 3. They'll bring up 2nd and long for the Crusaders. 10:52 here early in the second quarter. Wildwood down 16-0. Ed Gorski, Ryan Tranter bringing you the West Jersey football action. Wildwood Warriors home tonight against the Bishop Eustis Crusaders on homecoming night for the Warriors. So if you're out and about and you have not much to do, stop down Maxwell Field, check out what's going on, see some old faces, stop up and say hi. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 6, ball on the 26 for the Crusaders, and that's going to be a false start penalty. They jumped a little bit too quick for Bishop Eustis. Marlon Bundy, a top linebacker, was a pulling guard, I think, and pulled a little too quick for the Crusaders, and that's going to back them up 5 yards and make it a longer 2nd down now.
Yeah, go ahead. Now, the Warriors, they're just going to have to, you don't want to abandon the middle, but if they can't get to the outside and shut this down, that's all Eustis is looking to go for.
10:01 left to play in the second quarter. Snap to Fiola, met by Crochet, I believe. Leon Carmel with the tackle for a loss of about 1 for the Warriors.
Great job by Liam filling the hole there. That's the stop they needed. They need a big stop here on 3rd down as well.
And 10.
3rd and 10 now for the Crusaders, ball on their own 22-yard line.
this is one too. Ed, if you're the Warriors, you know, if you're going to get beat by the pass, you're going to get beat by the pass. But you know, you still got to be committed to the run. You got to prepare to stop Makai Simmons.
Fiola looks to pass for the first time, throws a deep ball. Could be picked off. Oh, what a catch! What a catch by Bishop Eustace. Stays in bounds at the 50 and taken out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Number 11, Brandon Hartman. The ball was chucked up in the air and looks like one of the Warrior players got leveled on the ensuing block that drew a flag. It looks like it could be a shoulder injury. Not sure who that is laying down.
It looks like Liam Carmel, which the Warriors cannot afford to have go down. He did have a stinger last game that he popped up from. I didn't see what happened to him. It looked like the player that got hit was Trevor Triano. And that was number 7 for Eustace, Delano Man. He's, you know, that's a couple blocks that he's laid. Me personally, I think it was a clean block, Ed. I don't have a problem with it, but in this day's football, they want to eliminate that, and, you know.
Yeah, they flushed Fiola out to his right, had good pressure on him. He threw a wounded duck up there. It was tipped twice and caught by the Crusaders, and then it was just a mess of a flurry, and he actually picked up 11 yards, but it's all going to be for naught because of the penalty against the Crusaders. Good sight to see Liam Carmel out play the game last week, Ryan, for an outstanding play.
Yeah, it'll be a long, long road ahead of them if they can't get Liam back on the field, and he's holding his shoulder. I believe that was the same one he got banged up last week.
It looks like he's moving a little bit, and one of the best trainers in the business that I know, Coach Z down there, taking care of business, and he's in really good hands. And Wildwood's very lucky to have her as the trainer for all the athletes here at Wildwood High School.
Yeah, usually any trainer, you know, we were very fortunate. We have Fran McElharnon, who was, you know, I love that guy to this day, and he was phenomenal for all of us. And, you know, you don't realize how important, you know, the trainers are until you need them.
8:37 and counting, 3rd and 1 ball on the own 31 of the Crusaders. Snap to Simmons. He's going to pick up 7 on the carry and get a first down for Bishop Eustace. 8:27 and counting here in the first half. Wildwood down 16-0. Ed Gorski, Ryan Trenna bringing you West Jersey football action on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Let Coastal Fence and Rail beautify and secure your yard or deck. Start planning your new fence at coastalfenceandrailing.com. Trano & Sons, proud sponsor of Wildwood football. Whether you need masonry work, stone pavers, concrete, or more, call 522-3355 for a free estimate. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders, ball on their own 35-yard line. Fiola, junior quarterback in the shotgun. Direct snap to Simmons. Simmons picks up maybe 1 on the play. Taken down.
Looked like Brandon Aggie in on that play. That was a nice play by Brandon.
And a nice play to cover a lot of ground and to stop Simmons from running. I mean, he's got over 100 yards in the first half rushing. That's a big time tackle for Wildwood.
Yeah, and listen, if you're gonna have any chance in this game, that's what you're going to need. You're going to need your ends to hold up their position. They can't get blown out. They can't get, you know, pushed off their spot, and they got to seal the edge. And you got to have the inside scraping out. And that's what you had. You had Brandon setting the edge, stopping the rusher, and then Eric Jordan coming from the inside and cleaning it up.
2nd and 9. Fiola by himself. Quick pitch inside. Number 5, Noah Glenn. Looks like he's going to take a loss of about 3 there. Glenn went in motion with a quick touch pass to him and did not fool the Warriors. He was taken down for a loss of about 2.
Nice defense there by Dante Verone. He kind of blew that tackle. I pushed him in the backfield, which knocked him back and put him down. So it's a good job by Dante there.
6:38 left to play here in the first half. Bishop Eustace 16, Wildwood nothing. You're listening to West Jersey football action on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Bishop Eustace with the ball, 3rd and 9 on their own 33-yard line. 6:20 and counting here.
Fiola 3rd down for the Warriors defense.
Fiola takes the snap, looks, turns, looks to throw, wide open completion to Brandon Hartman. across the 50 to the 45, down to the 40, where he's taken down and tackled by number 7, Freddie Dunn. So it was a misdirection play. Fiola took the snap, turned to his right, and found Hartman all alone at the 50, and Freddie Dunn ran him down from behind to save another big play for the Crusaders, bringing up a 1st and 10 for Bishop Eustace. Ball is now on the Warrior 40-yard line.
Second big gain that Eustace has had on 3rd down on this drive.
Direct snap to Simmons. Simmons takes the ball over the right side across the 40 to the 35, down to the 30, and another penalty flag comes in. And I don't know what this could be, Ryan. Came in late towards the end of the play. Could be an illegal black behind the play.
Looks like it's going to be on number 7 for Eustace holding.
Holding against Bishop Eustace. Ball is coming.
I hate to see what the score would be, Ryan, if the penalties against Eustace weren't against them, because they've negated a couple big plays for them, and that right there was an 11-yard pickup that's going to get walked back.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, like I said, number 7, Delano, man, he's done a good job blocking, and, like I said, if you have a receiver that's over 1,000 yards rushing in your first 7 games, you were getting good blocking. And he was engaged with the receiver there. It looked like he should have let off him. It did look like he may have held there, and he got called on it, but
5:18 left to play here in the first half. Ball on the Warrior 40, 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Simmons picks up 2 blocks and another flag on the play, and this might be coming back as well for a hold on the Crusaders.
really good sign to see Liam Carmel back in the game. Definitely the heart and soul of this Warriors defense. And even in there, you saw Brandon Aggie, broke through into the backfield, kind of blew that thing up to put the running back in, in a backwards motion. And listen, Brandon has a great pedigree. He's got the size. He's a young kid. He's got some strength. So if we can start to get production out of him for the Warriors, that'll be a huge plus for that defensive side of the ball. And it looks like Brandon's had himself a good series here.
And right now, Mekhi Simmons has been kind of quiet, and we're going to hope it stays that way for Wildwood, because he was torching them early in the first quarter, and they have since corralled him a little bit and hasn't done much since the 70-yard touchdown romp midway through the first quarter. 5:06 here in the first half, 16-0 Wildwood down to Bishop Eustace in this West Jersey football interdivision match. Fiola, wide open receiver, caught, and a touchdown for Bishop Eustace. And it looks like Delano Mann, number 7.
Not sure what happened there. It looked like they had a linebacker, Lucas Crochet, lined up out there with the receiver. And it was just, he was beat 5 yards off the ball. He was beat, and then it was an easy pitch and catch with the Eustace quarterback to receiver.
Yeah, that was Delano Mann, the sophomore receiver for Bishop Eustace, and he had nobody around him, Ryan. It was a heck of a throw, about a 30-yard pass in the air. He took it at the 30-yard line and pretty much walked into the end zone, and Bishop Eustace finds himself up 22-0, and they are going to attempt an extra point with their freshman kicker. Kick is blocked and no good, and it will remain 22-0 with 4:52 left in the first half. We're going to take a quick break on 98.7 The Coast, WCZT. Ed Gorski, Ryan Trano back at Maxwell Field. Wildwood in a big hole in the first half here, down 22-0 to Bishop Eustace. And Ryan, a couple big plays, and this is where we're at.
Yeah, Ed, I mean, we've talked about this. With a team like Wildwood, you can't afford any injuries. They're already, short on players. And then Gianni Troiano goes out of the game. You see the receivers. You had a few drops from the receivers. Then you have a linebacker who's matched up with a receiver there, which Gianni would have been covering. So it's hurting the Warriors with the injuries.
Bishop Eustace kicks off and taken by the up-back, Nick Crochet, and picks up about 11 yards on the return. I don't think he was expecting that to happen, but nonetheless, Wildwood's going to get the ball in half-decent territory. Hopefully they can get something together here before the half and get some points on the board.
Yeah, Nick was feeling it. Remember, he got that handoff last week, and he did some hard running and ran over some people with it. So it looks like, he feels good with the ball in his hands.
4:45 left to play here in the first half. Wildwood down 22-0 with the ball. First and 10 for the Warriors. Ball's on the 42-yard line.
Wildwood definitely needs to put points on the board before this half's over if they want to still have a shot at being in this game.
Pass across the middle taken by Javion Hennessy. Correction, Freddie Dunn. And that'll give us a second down for the Warriors. .419 left in the first half here. Wildwood down 22-0. Ed Gorski and Ryan Trano bringing you West Jersey football action. The host Wildwood Warriors taking on the Bishop Eustace Crusaders in an interdivisional matchup here. Wildwood with the ball. 2nd and 7 on their own 45-yard line. Dozier in the backfield with Rios. Split receivers, 2 top, 2 bottom. 3:53 and counting. Dozier in the shotgun takes a high snap, looks to throw, under a lot of pressure, sidesteps one tackler, and the ball is incomplete. Sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
No, that was the first time we kind of saw some pressure on Jordan there, and he had to roll out, and then he rushed it. And that was a play that Wildwood was successful with last week with the crossing of the 2 inner receivers. It took a little bit long, and Eustace was able to get pressure and force Jordan to make a bad throw there. And, once again, Wildwood's a 3rd and long, and they need to execute here.
3rd and 7, ball on the 45-yard line. Wildwood down 22-0, 3:43 left to play in the first half. Jordan Dozier, the junior quarterback for the Warriors in the shotgun formation. Thomas Rios. Dozier sidesteps 2 tackles, 3 tackles, takes the ball and keeps it. Picks up about 5 yards on the carry, down to about the 47-yard line. And will bring up a 4th down for the Warriors. 4th and about 4.
And looks to be about 5 to get the first down.
Stop by Two Black Dogs Cafe for the best cheesesteaks around. Two Black Dogs Cafe on Route 47 between Rio Grande and Cape May Courthouse. Open 11 to 8 p.m. Wednesday through Monday, or call 609-551-2391. Well, Ryan, it's been a little disappointing after we saw the effort of Wildwood and the lead taken into the 3rd quarter last week here. They came out a little flat in the 1st quarter and found themselves giving up a couple big plays, 2 to the running back and 1 deep bomb. So hopefully they can put something together here on this 4th down play. 2:44 in the first half, 4th and 5, ball on the 47-yard line. Dozier drops back, heavy pressure. Ball's incomplete, thrown short, intended for Thomas Rios. He would not have gotten the first down anyway. And it looks like Wildwood's going to turn the ball over to Bishop Eustace in their own territory with 2:34 to remain here. And we'll keep it right here on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. The Flight Deck Diner, where they're one of the best for breakfast, located at the county airport, wants to wish all the athletes a good year. Notch Tree Service, your cut above, wishes all the athletes the best of luck this season. The Schickling family and Revolution Liquors on New Jersey Avenue in Wildwood would like to wish all the athletes and coaches the best of luck this season. 2:34 left to play in the first half on this homecoming evening for the Warriors, who just turned the ball over to Bishop Eustace on their 47-yard line. Bishop Eustace up 22-0. Direct snap to Simmons. Simmons touched in the backfield, skips out the touch, turns the corner, breaks 2 tackles across the 30, down to the 25-yard line for a gain of about 20 yards. Big run by a big back for Bishop Eustace.
Yeah, once again, I had nothing fancy there. You know, Brandon Aggie did a good job getting in the backfield, but just couldn't, the running back got outside of him. And once he's getting outside, it's, the one time I'm going to be critical of Liam Carmel. He took a bad angle there. You got to scrape straight across the field on this kid. If you try to fire in, you're going to get beat. And that's what happened there. Once he got to the outside, they were actually lucky to take him down.
1st and 10, ball kept by the quarterback. Fiola slips two tackles, 3 tackles, stiff arms, and walks into the end zone for a Bishop Eustace touchdown. And a flag at the end. It looks like it might be unsporting conduct after the touchdown. The flag came in late. Nonetheless, Ryan, this is turning into a bad night for the Warriors in the first half here.
Yeah, listen, if you're going to lose, you can lose, but effort, there you see high arm tackles, you see a lack of effort, you see a lack of pursuit, and it's not, you still got 2 minutes left in the first half. You're on your homecoming night, and Eustace pretty much got off the bus up a touchdown already with the way Wildwood's been playing, and it's just, you would expect a little better effort out here.
An unsporting foul on Bishop Eustace. I think it was after the touchdown, and I think Fiola may have said something to Triano after he scored. So it'll be enforced after the kickoff, I believe. Nonetheless, Bishop Eustace scores, and they're going to go for 2 again. Fiola in the backfield by himself. Direct snap to Simmons. Simmons across the right side and steps in for the 2-point conversion and a larger lead for Bishop Eustace. So with 1:55 to play in the first half, Wildwood down 30-0. We'll take a quick break and bring it right back on 98.7 The Coast. Wildwood is taking on Bishop Eustace and finds himself in a monster hole, 30-0.
Yeah, at this point, Ed, if you're Coach Loomis, you say, you got to play smart, play within yourself, execute, and win the small battles here. You're obviously, a 30-point deficit to come back from in the first half is, I don't want to say impossible, but likely not to happen. So you just want to see these kids, continue to give their all and execute and don't do anything stupid.
The kickoff from Eustace taken by Thomas Trio at the 40-yard line across the 50, where he is taken down at the 50-yard line. And that's where Wildwood will take over with maybe a chance to mount something before the half on this homecoming night here at Maxwell Field. Wildwood really ran into a buzzsaw with Makai Simmons, the senior tailback, ripped off a 34-yard play to start the game. a 70-yard touchdown, and then they gave up a big 50-plus yard reception to set up another touchdown, and then Fiola with the fourth touchdown put Wildwood into a hole. And Coach Loomis not real happy, because one of the things he did say is we needed to tackle and we needed to control the ball a little bit better and give a good effort. And I don't think something's lacking. I don't know what it is, but something's lacking.
Yeah, when they watch the film, you're going to see that none of that was executed. I mean, like you said, the effort just hasn't been there. And, the injury to Gianni Triano really hurt them as well.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Dozier. Pass out to number 10, Hennessy. Picked up maybe 1 or 2 on the play. And a timeout for the Warriors. We'll keep it right here at Maxwell Field. Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano bringing you the football action on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Where Wildwood is down 30-0 in the first half here to a solid Bishop Eustace Crusader football team.
Thank you.
Whether you want one sandwich or a whole tray, call Primo's Hoagies in Rio Grande, 609-846-7532. Stop by the Honky Tonk Saloon in Wildwood this weekend for delicious food, entertainment, and line dancing. Follow the Honky Tonk Saloon on Facebook for more events in our local area. The Bal Harbour Oceanfront Hotel in Wildwood Crest is a proud supporter of high school sports. When friends and family come to town, don't put them on the sofa. Call the Bal Harbour, 609-522-3343, or book online at balharborhotels.com. 1:36 here in the first half. Wildwood with a short completion to pick up 2 yards, bring up a 2nd and long 8 or 9. Ball on the 48-yard line of the Crusaders of Bishop Eustace. Dozier in the backfield, shotgun formation. Trip receivers to his left. Thomas Rios in the backfield as well. Heavy pressure, big throw. Completion made by Triano.
Nice move by Trevor there.
Makes a big move. Trevor Triano with a big play. The best play of the game for Wildwood so far. And a monster first down and some life for the Warriors. Takes the ball all the way, caught the ball at the 40, took it all the way down to the 12-yard line. So that was a 37-yard pickup for Wildwood and Trevor Triano. 1:16, Wildwood threatening again deep in Crusader territory. They stalled out here early in the first quarter and turned the ball over on a fumble. 1st and 10, ball on the 14. Dozier, shotgun formation, looks to throw, throws, and goes in and out of the hands.
That's the one thing you see there. I mean, you have the freshman backup. That's what we're talking about. You have Trevor, who's made some really nice plays, and you got him running a bubble route that they're not throwing to or not executing to, and you're continuing to go to your backup, you're not putting him in any good situation, and it's hard to make that completion. You're limited with your offensive weapons as it is. You have to utilize the weapons you have out on the field the best you can, and running one of your better receivers out there on a bubble decoy by running a pattern to your backup is probably not the best use of personnel out on the field, and the Warriors need to capitalize on this play.
2nd and 10, ball on the 14-yard line. Trip receivers to Dozier's left. High snap taken by Dozier. Crossed, picked off on an interception by number 4 for the Crusaders. Triano made a great save there. Alexander Skibala reached behind him and picked off Dozier, foiling the deep threat that Wildwood had in Crusader territory with 40 seconds left. The ball was picked off at the 10-yard line and returned into Wildwood territory to the 46-yard line, where it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Unfortunate event for the Warriors, Ryan.
Yeah, it's once again, a play previously that you would have hoped to, capitalize on, and then, the following play after isn't successful. But, they were sitting on there. It was good defensive play by the linebacker there. He faked the blitz, read it, and picked it off.
Fiola keeps the ball across the 45 to the 40. down to the 38-yard line where he's taken down
Number 77,
by Eric Jordan
Eric Jordan.
and picks up a first down for the Crusaders and a timeout on the field.
Bringing up second down and about.
So we'll send it back to the studio real quick on 98.7 The Coast, WC. Ed Gorski, Ryan Trano back at Maxwell Field for the West Jersey Football League action between the Wildwood Warriors and the Bishop Eustace Crusaders here on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. We apologize for any technical difficulties we may be having. Those of you following us on the radio and or online on our streaming service, 987thecoast.com. 30-0 Wildwood in a pickle right now. 30 seconds left in the first half. Bishop Eustace with the ball on the Wildwood 40-yard line. The pass looked to be picked off and knocked down by number 10, Javon Hennessy.
Taken up by Jay Hennessy.
And that'll bring up a 4th and 2 for Bishop Eustace with 23 seconds left here in the first half, Ryan. 30-0, nothing good, or should I say limited good for the Warriors in the first half, and I assume Coach Loomis is going to have a talking to the players to get their heart back in the game and their head back in the game and try and pick up something here.
Yeah, this is where you're playing for pride. You know, you got to suck it up, and you know they're not going to call the game. You got to dig down deep and win each little battle here.
3rd and 2, ball on the 38-yard line of Wildwood. Fiola by himself in the backfield, trick receivers to his left. Pass deep, picked off by Javion Hennessy at the 15-yard line. Hennessy across the 20, where he's taken down at the 20-yard line and driven back for about a yard. And Wildwood with the interception with 9 seconds left in the first half.
By Jay Hennessy.
Well, that was a really ill-advised throw by Fiola for Bishop Eustace. I don't know who he was throwing to. He threw into a triple coverage area, and Hennessy was able to almost field the punt and make the interception for the Warriors. A little bit too late in the first half because Bishop Eustace won the coin toss and deferred, so they'll be getting the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, even with that, though, you'd still like to see, Javion Hennessy make that play. And he's a freshman, and that kid, he's going to be good. I really like to see. I like the way he plays. I like, there's no quit. He attacked the ball. And this is what, you were hoping if you're the Warriors that they don't have a prolific passing attack, so, you shouldn't expect much from them. And you see the way, even the completions they had weren't really nice throwing balls, other than that one where the receiver was wide open.
And Wildwood's not going to want to play. They're going to let the clock run out. And we'll take a break and send it back to the studio at halftime here. The score, 30 for Bishop Eustace, nothing for Wildwood. You're listening to West Jersey Football on 98.7 The Coast, WCZT. into Crusader territory, but one resulted in a muffed snap and a sack, and one resulted in an interception. And then just before the half, we did see the Warriors get an interception by Dave Van Hennessy right before the half ended. So it may be a little spark in the second half. Better than it being 38-0 right now. It's 30-0. So hopefully they will come out and put on a little bit of a better effort for the fans here in the second half.
Yeah, and this is one, homecoming as a senior, you're probably happy that you're going out to the center of the field and not having to go back to the hear the ripping of from the coaching and at this point too, being in the position of a coach, it's hard to even, there's not much that you can say that is going to even, go through to the players at this time. I mean, the effort is, you got to be up. If you're not up for your homecoming game, then there's not much that a coach is going to tell you that's going to help. But you just got to instill in them that you still have a half of football to play. You have your pride to play for. You have your teammates and your seniors to play for, and go out and execute. They'll have some times where and it's not like Eustis has that many players that they can sub. They got maybe 24 players on their side.
Actually, Wildwood has more players. I was surprised when I spoke to the coach from Eustis before the game. 24 players on their roster, and what the difference is, they got an all-world tailback in Makai Simmons, senior, who is looking like he's probably going to be headed to play at Westchester next year, according to Coach. So they're very interested in him. He hasn't signed yet, but that's probably where he's going to land, and they're getting one heck of a player in a tailback that's got over 1,000 yards rushing in October.
Yeah, and he doesn't go down on the first hit. He's got good vision. He is quick and he's fast. When he's making a move, he's not losing much speed. So it's and if you're Bishop Eustis, you have that weapon back there, man. You can use him at any time. He's rushing for more yards than most quarterbacks in this league or getting for a completion. So and simple plays. They're not doing anything fancy. I think Eustis maybe ran 6 different plays, and they're just executing.
And I am surprised at how many times Wildwood's thrown the ball tonight. I don't know. I was here a long time ago. You were here for a while. I don't know if we've ever seen him throw so many times in a ball game.
Yeah, we have Jordan had 24 attempts in that first half, and the thing was too, Eustis ate up a lot of that clock on their drive because they had two, three third down conversions. They kept the clock going. They kept the ball on the ground, and they utilized a lot of the clock in the second half, and Jordan had 16 attempts in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's a lot. And right now the standings for the West Jersey United Football League, where Wildwood is, Holy Cross undefeated, sits atop the conference with the record of 6-1. Kip Norcross in second place with 5-2 record, and Bishop Eustis right behind them with a 5-2 record. In the middle of the pack, you have Palmyra and Wildwood, both at Palmyra at 3-4, Wildwood at 1-4, and then Buna and Lindenwold bringing up the bottom of the conference. And we'll see the Buna Chiefs here next week, Thursday night, when we are back to give you that game on 98.7 The Coast when Wildwood hosts the Buna Chiefs. And the good thing for Wildwood, maybe the first time in a long time, I know the first time in Coach Loomis's career here, that they're finished up with 4 straight home games to end the season, thanks to some issues with Kip Norcross's field last week, bringing them here instead of sending them to Camden.
Yeah, that's always nice. It's nice when you get to stay home, especially the field, the weather. The football gods, the weather gods have been on Wildwood's side because they haven't played a bad weather game yet, and everything has worked out for them. They've been very fortunate. So it's nice and to have the home crowd but hey, Eustis came off and they're playing almost like it's a home game. They controlled the tempo. They dictated how the game was going to be played, and they pushed their will on the Warriors in the first half.
Yeah, and Wildwood with 2 games left after this, we'll be here for both games to bring you the action next week against Buna, and then we'll finish up on Halloween night when Mastery Prep is here. Mastery Prep struggling a little bit too, so maybe Wildwood can finish up on a strong note for the 2024 season. Right now, they're just announcing the homecoming court with the Kings and Queens for the Warriors.
And Queen,
We don't get the
put
broadcast
your hands together,
for a King and Queen action for the Warriors.
Maria Solis and Thomas Rio.
Okay, so now that we have that taken care of, the King and Queen have been crowned for the Warriors 2024 season. We're going to send it back to the studio for a few brief commercials on 98.7 The Coast WCZT.
Congrats.
Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano back at Maxwell Field, where the Warriors are in a little bit of a hole. Down 30-0 at halftime. Homecoming night here for Wildwood, and unfortunately they're struggling a little bit in the first half. They ran into a buzzsaw with the Bishop Eustace Crusaders, and they're probably going to say at least all-conference minimum, all-South Jersey tailback in Simmons, Makai Simmons, the 5'11", 180-pound senior tailback who has scored 2 touchdowns for the Crusaders. They had a long touchdown pass converted, and then a quarterback keeper to bring us to 30-0. Wildwood had some light shining on them. They were able to get deep into Bishop Eustace territory on 2 occasions. One resulted in a fumble and a sack, which turned the ball over on downs, and one was a ill-advised pass interception on the 5-yard line for Bishop Eustace.
Yeah, and listen, I know we're up here and we're saying, better tackling, more effort from the Warriors, but, and I don't want to keep beating this home, but Makai Simmons has rushed for over 100 yards in every game he's played for. He's gotten 2 touchdowns in every game he's played in, and, he's just... It's not just the Warriors, but the effort, like we said, we wish could have a little more. But he's a good running back, and we got my son's here in the box, and he's at Westchester, and you mentioned about him going to play at Westchester, and he could be he would fit in really well there, and any, like we alluded to earlier in the game, anytime a running back gets those kind of yards and all, you're talking about a good offensive line, you're talking about good receivers blocking, and that's what he's gotten. And we haven't discussed it really, but Eustace has a couple big boys up on that line, and they're firing off their ceiling, they're getting their blocks, and they're executing. And what we talked about is if you're a Warriors fan, you don't like it, but as Eustace, they're running maybe 6. They may have ran 8 different plays, but they're executing them. That's it. And they're not getting fancy. They're not trying to do anything. Maybe, when you get a big lead, you have the opportunity to try a few different things. As you saw, they try to kick the extra point, which wasn't successful. They've thrown a little more different plays that they usually don't do, but you have that opportunity when you jump out to a big lead, and that's what Eustace has done.
Yeah, you talked about big boys, and one in particular, Colin Wiley, 6'1", 280, and he's looking to go to Catholic University and play football down there next year. And then a sophomore, Sean Watson, 6'2", 299. I don't know if you take 2 of Wildwood's players together and have 299. I don't even know, maybe back in the early 80s, the mid-80s, we had a couple that were 290, 300 pounds, but Wildwood just doesn't have that bigness on their line up front, and it's hard to get around a boy who's 6'2", 299 when you got a tailback like Simmons running behind him.
Yeah, and you take that 299, split it in half, and you probably have what Gianni Troiano weighs. And, unfortunately for the Warriors, like I said, he's pound for pound, he's probably one of the toughest kids on the field, but he was extended on the catch early in the first, and he took a good shot to the ribs, and he's been out of the game, and we've seen that hurt the Warriors going forward. I'm not going to say, that they would be winning at this time, but, the game would be a lot different. The one long touchdown pass that they gave up was a position that he would have been defending. There's been 3 drops by the replacement, by his backup, which, he could have, he led the team in receiving, the past 2 weeks. So, it does hurt. And when you're the Warriors, you can't affect. I know it's always the next man up. It's with every football team in the country. But, the Warriors just don't have the firepower to replace any type of injury. And with Gianni going down early, that really hurt them.
And for Wildwood, they do have numbers up this year, but it's the experience that's lacking to go with those numbers. Numbers are always good for a football team, but they have to have the experience and know-how to put it in play and help their team not only win but survive. So we're going to start the second half here momentarily. Thank a couple of our sponsors. Bruni's Pizza, your local spot for pizza, located on Route 47 in the Canals Plaza, which is the best of all athletes, coaches, and staff. Notch Tree Service, your cut above, wishes all the athletes best of luck this season. The Flight Deck, Diner voted one of the best for breakfast located at the county airport, wishes all athletes a good year. Stop by Two Black Dogs Cafe for the best cheesesteaks around. Two Black Dogs Cafe on Route 47 between Rio Grande and Cape May Courthouse is open 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Wednesday through Monday, or call 609-551-2391. Joanna & Sons, proud sponsor of Wildwood football. Whether you need masonry work, stone pavers, concrete, or more, call 522-3355 for your free estimate. That Coastal Fence and Rail beautify and secure your yard or deck. Start planning your new fence at coastalfenceandrailing.com. And let us remind you that this 2024 West Jersey Football League broadcast is proudly brought to you by Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919, with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit crestsavings.com for all your banking needs and desires.
Ed, with the 30-0 halftime score in the homecoming game, it's usually always good advertisement for the bars and the liquor stores.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
It's like a Sunday as a Dallas Cowboys fan playing Detroit Lions.
Yeah, we had to go there. Yep, the only good thing with my Cowboys this week is that they won't lose.
Yeah,
because they're on a bye. So, but I appreciate you bringing that up because it hasn't stung enough for the past 5 days, and I knew you'd get to that at some point. So, the Warriors will kick off from right to left. We failed to tell you that they're wearing their maroon jerseys, and that always was a bother with my Cowboy fans and my Cowboy team when they wore dark blue at home. Like last week when they lost, maybe it's got something to do with the Warriors wearing maroon at home. They should be in their white jerseys. Could have something to do with it, but I don't know. We'll see.
We'll go with anything we can at this point, right?
Absolutely. So we will start the second half here. Breeze has laid down a little bit. Not as windy as it's been. However, the temperature has dropped a little bit. It's about 59 degrees. Lights are on, obviously, down here at Maxwell Field. Beautiful complex here. Richie Hans and his ground crew here at the Recreation Department taking care of this field, making it look really special for the Warriors and also for the visiting teams that come in here. And that's one of the things that Bishop Eustace's coach did remark, that it's really nice complex and the field looked really nice for the game tonight, which is an attribute to Richie and his crew.
Yeah, that's come a long way. As you know, back when soccer was played on this field, football was played on this field, and it was, dirt and stones, and it wasn't the best. But yeah, they are some of the best in field maintenance that you'll see.
Vinny Sweeney to handle the kickoff for the Warriors. They tried to go a little quick onside kick, and it was covered quickly at the 50-yard line by number 32 for the Bishop Eustace Crusaders, and that will bring up Bishop Eustace back on the field for a 1st and 10. They're going to mark it at the 48-yard line of Wildwood, and we will see Mackay Simmons again with Roman Fayola Jr., quarterback for the Crusaders. Hasn't thrown much this game. It's been pretty much all Simmons, but when he did throw, he was able to find Brandon Hartman twice, and once for a big 42-yard touchdown pass, which kind of broke the game open. 1st and 10 ball on the Wildwood Warrior 49. Bishop Eustace with the ball to start the half. Direct snap, trick play to Simmons, back to Fiola. Fiola throws it deep. Caught, looks like it might be out of bounds, and he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Great play to open the game, or the half up here. Delano Mann was the intended receiver. Got spun around a little bit. He had Triano beat down the right side, made the catch, but was unable to keep his feet in bounds.
Trevor got caught, and listen, that's the effect of, Mackay Simmons. You got to come up, you got to make that break on him. You don't want him to get going, but, he broke up. Trevor got caught looking in the backfield. Actually, Javion got caught looking in the backfield as well, but was able to recognize it. He just, instead of turning and breaking with the receiver, he, kept trying to backpedal, and the receiver was behind. Unfortunately for them, the ball let him out of bounds. 2nd and 10 ball on the 49-yard line. Fiola in the crowded backfield with Simmons. Ball direct snap to Simmons. Simmons across the 45 down to the 42-yard line for a pickup of about 7 yards for the Crusaders into Wildwood territory a little further. Mackay Simmons has been the only running back to touch the ball other than Fiola when he does keep it himself. And Ed, if you watch it, you got Brandon Aggie. Like you said, he's doing a good job crossing the line of scrimmage, but he's showing his chest, allowing himself to be pushed out. If he stays high there, he's getting pushed around. If he just lowers his shoulder, gets in a position, sets that edge, that's going to blow that play up. And that's, once again, that's a coachable opportunity for a young player.
3rd and 3 for the Crusaders. Ball on the Warrior 42-yard line. Fiola takes the snap, keeps it, looks to his left, runs off tackle, and across the 43 down to the 40-yard line, and picks up 2 more down to the 35-yard line, and will pick up the first down. Fiola picks up, I believe, 6 on that play, and a first down with the ball spotted at the Warrior 37-yard line, 38-yard line to make it exact.
Ed, again, is successful in their 2 plays, nothing fancy. Yeah, basically a power eye, straight snap to either the quarterback or the running back. It's almost like a wildcat the way they set up, and they're just going off tackle, and then they're blocking the people ahead of them, and the backs are doing a good job getting a read.
10:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Eustis in Wildwood territory. Fiola takes the ball, pitches to Simmons, bounces off a tackle across the 30, knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line for a gain of about 7 or 8 yards there. Be a 2nd down and 2 coming up. 8 yards on the carry for Simmons. 2nd and 2 for Bishop Eustis, moving the ball pretty much at will on the run.
Once again, Ed, as we talked about, you see Liam Carmel there. He came flying by with his arms there. You got to take a better angle on Simmons there. Simmons is a different type of back. Liam's used to getting the angle on most running backs.
Pitch out to Simmons. He cuts it across field, across the 15 to the 10, slips 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and he's in again for another touchdown for Bishop Eustis. Makai Simmons for his 3rd touchdown of the game, and blows this game wide open, 36-0, with the ensuing extra points or 2-point conversion coming on. That was a play that went broken left side, and he cut, I think he ran more east to west than he did north to south, and he was hit 4 or 5 Warriors. They just didn't wrap him up, and then he walked in backwards into the end zone for a touchdown. I'm not understanding it.
Yeah, you know what? The thing that is tough, Ed, on that, like we talked about earlier, he doesn't lose speed when there's contact made or when he's making a cut. He doesn't lose speed. He's keeping that speed, and at the high school level, that's tough.
Khalib Noonan, the freshman kicker for Bishop Eustis, got a shot to kick an extra point, no good, and that will leave it at 36-0 with 9:52 left to play here in the third quarter. 98.7 The Coast, WCZT with Ed Gorski and Ryan Trenna. We'll be back in 1 minute. Ed Gorski, Ryan Tranno back at Maxwell Field to bring you West Jersey Football League action between the Wildwood Warriors and the Bishop Eustis Crusaders. Well, not a lot to talk about on the Wildwood side of the ball, Ryan, as they find themselves in a 36-0 hole here early in the second half, and it's been all Makai Simmons, the all-world tailback for the Crusaders.
One of the most fortunate things for the Warriors right now, it looks like it's going to be a continual clock. So
Rios, ball bounces off his face mask. He picks it back up, fumbles it, but fumbles it out of bounds at the 32-yard line, and it does look like it's going to be a continuous clock. Can you explain, Ryan, how that it works for the continuous clock for the people that are watching?
Yeah, I believe now with the high school rules, once it's a 36-point lead or greater, in the second half, you got a continual clock, which I'm definitely not opposed to, and I'm sure most of these people at this game aren't using as well.
And the only thing stopping the clock now will be a timeout or an injury to a player. So this will hopefully lighten the load on the Warriors and push this game along. 1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line of Wildwood. Dozier, quarterback in the shotgun, looks to pass, fires the ball across the middle, caught by Javion Hennessy, and that is a 6-yard gain for the Warriors. Freddie Dunn. I said Hennessy. Freddie Dunn on the catch for a 6-yard gain, and it will be a 2nd and 4 for the Warriors, ball on their own 42-yard line. Another nice pass, Ryan, from Dozier. He's done an admirable job throwing the ball tonight. It's just that sometimes they're not helping him by catching it. Yeah, you got to catch the ball that comes to you and hits you in the hands and the face mask. You got to catch those balls.
Yeah, that one there put him over 100 yards. He's at 102 yards unofficially passing.
Dozier in the shotgun, 2nd and 3, ball at the 42-yard line. 3 receivers to his right. He's going to look to his right, fires the ball, caught, and a first down for the Warriors. Ball pops up out of the hands, but the player is down by contact, and I believe that was number 5, Davion Williams, who caught the ball for a 9-yard gain. He was knocked down when he hit the ground. The ball popped up right into the Crusaders' hands, but they ruled him down by contact. And that is a first down for the Warriors right in front of us at midfield. So another good pass by Dozier, and this time it was caught, and he did pay a little bit of a price for it.
Yeah, another fortunate break for the Warriors that wasn't considered a interception. Would have been with that play there, but yeah, nice ball by Jordan as well.
First and 10 for the Warriors. Ball's at the 50 midfield. Dozier, shotgun formation. Rios to his left. Split receivers right and left. Ball caught by Hennessy for a 5-yard gain pickup down to the 46-yard line of Eustis for a 4-yard pickup for the Warriors. Nice play, nice ball thrown in, a good catch by Hennessy. Looked the ball into his hands, turns, absorbed the hit, and was a good tackle by Bishop Eustis. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We're on a running clock right now due to the score being Bishop Eustis 36, Wildwood 0. 2nd and 6 for the Warriors. Ball right in front of us on the 46-yard line here at Maxwell Field. 98.7 The Coast, WCZT, Ed Gorski and Ryan Trenner bringing you the action tonight. Wildwood quarterback Jordan Dozier in the shotgun. Thomas Rios to his left. 3 receivers out to his left. He is going to be sacked on a missed block assignment by the Warriors, and not happy about that. Jordan comes off the field, and a player for Bishop Eustis is injured, and we're going to take a 30-second timeout here. Ed Gorski, Ryan Trenner back at Maxwell Field, coming out of a injured player for the Bishop Eustis Crusaders. Injury timeout. Wildwood with the ball on their own 46-yard line. 3rd and 14, a long 3rd and 14 for the Warriors. Struggling to say the least tonight, Ryan. Hopefully you get something out of this play here. Dozier by himself in the backfield. Great block. Fire the ball caught shoestring catch by Triano across the 50 down to the 48-yard line of Bishop Eustace. Great catch by Triano and another good throw by Dozier. And we've been saying it all game, they just can't string two or three together because they get a sack thrown in there, interception, a fumble, and it flips the table.
Yeah, I will say, though, fortunately, and one of the good things you can take from this, Wildwood's thrown the ball unofficially 28 times, and they've given up one sack. And that was the play before that one. That's the first sack they've given up. And Eustace has been blitzing, firing 5-6 guys every play.
4th and 8 ball on the 46-yard line. Looks like we have an offsides on Bishop Eustace. And that's going to help Wildwood move the ball 5 yards down into Bishop Eustace territory. That'll bring up a 4th and 4.
That's a little thing there too, Ed, as well. You got to change up your cadence. Number 5 has just been lining up. He's like a track runner. He's firing off. He's got the snap count down. He got the sack 2 plays ago, but he's Sam Santiago, who has switched to left tackle, has done a phenomenal job. And like I said, this Wildwood line has only given up 1 sack in 24 pass attempts.
4th and 3 ball on the Eustace 43-yard line. Dozier, shotgun formation, Rios to his left. Dozier takes the snap, looks back, throws the ball across the middle, and the ball is dropped, intended for Triano. And probably a good thing he dropped it because he was going to get smushed by 3 Bishop Eustace players, and they are going to turn it over on downs. And we are in the middle of a running clock right now. We don't like to talk about running clocks because it means someone's getting whipped up pretty good. And Wildwood is in a hole, 36-0 right now to Bishop Eustace. And we have another injury. Looks like a little cramp on the field for Wildwood, but we're going to keep it right here. Looks like they'll be able to take care of him. And we'll talk about some of our sponsors here. Lucky Bones in Cape May proudly supports all the athletes in Cape May. Stop in Lucky Bones for great food with great friends. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. And each game, Ryan and I select a Lucky Bones player of the game. That athlete from the Warriors or the Cape May County team we broadcast, he receives a T-shirt and a nice gift card from our friends at Lucky Bones, who support our athletes in Cape May County, throughout Cape May County, in all sports, not only football, but we single out a special athlete for the Lucky Bones player of the game, so stay tuned for that. And we'll have, even though it's 36-0, we do have some standout players for the Warriors that we are going to single out and identify. Running clock coming up on 3 minutes in the third quarter. Wildwood, massive hole, 36-0. Just turned the ball over on downs back to Eustace. 1st and 10 on their 43-yard line. Viola, the junior quarterback, Simmons, the senior tailback, gets the direct snap. Simmons across the 45 to the 50, across the 45 to the 40. Flag on the play, and this is going to come back. A 62-yard run for Simmons, but that's going to be coming back. I believe there was a hold on a Crusader lineman. Looks like number 52 for them, Marlon Bundy, locked up and didn't let go. And I don't even know if he had to do that because Simmons is so quick. He scampered to his right and juked back inside and was really untouched by any Warrior, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, I believe on that one too, one of their coaches just popped down. Simmons would have broke the rushing record for Bishop Eustace on that play there, but it was called back. But honestly, the way he's running, I feel like it's just going to give him another 10 yards to add to his total here. He's running straight through the Warriors' defense without much of a effort at all.
And the unfortunate thing for both these teams is you see a game like this and you say, well, maybe they'll start putting substitutes in, but really neither team has many substitutes they can go to play the key positions, quarterback, tailback, D-back, linebacker. So it's not that Bishop Eustace is going to run the score up or leaving Simmons in. They really don't have too many other players with only 24 dressed tonight for this game.
Yeah, I'd imagine, though, after this third quarter, you're going to, I would see a limited dose of Simmons. And
ball kept by Fiola, met by the Warriors for a loss of maybe 1 on the play. Second down for the Crusaders. Ball is going to be right in front of us. The beautiful press box that we're in here at Maxwell Field. Ball on the 46-yard line. Running clock 150 and counting in the third quarter. Bishop Eustace 36, Wildwood 0. Eustace with the ball. 2nd and 8, ball on the 46. Fiola, the junior quarterback, in a split formation. Simmons gets the direct snap, takes it over the right side, crosses the 45 down, knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Good coverage by the Warriors in that play.
Yeah, I mean, that play right there and I get it, you're going for records or whatever, they want to get this kid yards. There's absolutely no reason that he should be running the ball at this time. Liam Carmel made a good job tackling him there. His leg kind of, could get caught up. In a game like this, you're not benefiting at all by running your star running back. And I'm sure, the numbers aren't there, but there's other players that you could run. I mean, they have 11 players, 12 players on their stat sheet that have had rushes this year. So, I wouldn't say, that they are running it up or they're not, but it's probably just not a wise move to continue to have your star running back, who is your number one player by far on your team, to continue to run.
And another flag here. It looks like it was too many men in the huddle for Bishop Eustace. And I'm counting 12 players, too, on the field, so they had one too many in the huddle when they broke the huddle. And white hat head referee Fred Lam on the flag and call, and that's going to make up 3rd and 8 for Bishop Eustace. Ball snapped to number 7, Delano Mann. He takes it down out around the 50 and is taken down around the 40-yard line for a 22-yard gain and a first down for Bishop Eustace. And I believe we're going to let the clock run out here in the third quarter, and we will take a quick break and bring you the last quarter.
Also like to thank
Ed Gorski, Ryan Trano back at Wildwood, Maxwell Field, where the Warriors are taking on the Bishop Eustace Crusaders. And boy, Ryan, did they run into a buzzsaw tonight in the name of Makai Simmons, stand corrected on that, who has run all over the Warriors and single-handedly have been killing them.
He's unofficially, he's up over 200 yards, and he has made it look easy. He looks like a video game out here almost.
And we are bringing you this game on 98.7 The Coast and streaming. And if you notice, the clock is going to continue to run because of the deficit of 36 points against Wildwood. Quick toss inside for number 5, Noah Glenn. We haven't called his name yet. So there you go, Ryan. We talked about this a few seconds ago, how we're going to start seeing some new faces for probably both teams, but specifically for Bishop Eustace. And Noah Glenn, a running back, a junior, 5'11", 175 junior for Bishop Eustace, took a loss of about 2 there.
Yeah, Noah Glenn he's done well too. He's an explosive back for them. He was averaging over 16 yards a carry. Now he limited carries, but when he gets it, he on almost a quarter of his carries he scored on. So good job by the Warriors to make a stop there.
2nd and 10, ball on the 43-yard line. Eustace, quarterback Roman Fiola in the shotgun, all-world running back. Makai Simmons to his left.
See Eustace looking for the back judge to work the clock down.
Simmons, direct snap, takes the ball, runs it out over the 43 down to the 42-yard line. for a pickup of maybe one.
Liam Carmel in there. I know we haven't mentioned his name much, but he's been silently playing another heck of a game. He's got 8 tackles, 2 assists on the game. So obviously they're heart and soul of their defense. I mean, you really can't point out too much when the teams rushed for as many yards as they have, and they put up 36 points early in the third quarter on you. But
Bishop Eustace in no hurry here as the clock's running, 10 minutes and running. 3rd and 10, balls on the 42-yard line. Fiola in the backfield with Simmons to his left. Fiola looking at the back judge for the count. Direct snap to Simmons. Simmons over the right side. Taken down at the 42-yard line for a gain of maybe 1. So a good defensive stance there by Wildwood. We haven't had to say that too much tonight, but that was definitely a better effort for the Warriors.
yeah, and they're still going against Eustace's first team offense, so it's not like they're going against the backups. They're still they're still going against their starters. So this is the kind of stuff you want to see. Let Wildwood finish strong, and like I said, Liam Carmel has been all over the field again.
And Bishop Eustace takes a timeout with 9:09 left to play here. 36-0 Eustace with the lead up on the Warriors of Wildwood. You're listening to West Jersey football on 98.7 The Coast, and we'll take a quick break. Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano, 98.7 The Coast, WCZT. West Jersey Football League action. The Wildwood Warriors taking on the Bishop Eustace Crusaders. 9:09 left to play in the game. Bishop Eustace, a large lead, 36-0. A running clock with 9 minutes left to play in the game. 4th and 10, and this is the first time that Bishop Eustace will punt all game. The punt is off and bounces at the 20-yard line, takes a good roll, and it looks like they're going to mark it around the 10-yard line of Wildwood. So that was number 99, Caleb Noonan, the kicker and punter, freshman for Bishop Eustace, and Wildwood will take over. And Ryan, what do you tell your guys? What do you look for right here? You got a running clock, you're a little dejected, you're deflated, you're down 36-0, and now you're backed up on the 10-yard line.
Yeah, here you just say you got to talk to them. Listen, you got to be realistic. You can't you can't lose your credibility and tell them any nonsense. You got to say, listen, execute. Make each play happen. Play to the final whistle. Give it your all. Play for your. The problem is here, you give up. If you slack, if a lineman slacks, you're going to get your quarterback hit. If your quarterback throws a bad ball, you're going to get your receivers. You got to still execute. You got to make the plays. And as a coach, that's what you want to see. You can't have anybody out there not giving their all.
1st and 10 for the Warriors, ball on their own 10-yard line, backed up deep in their own territory after a good punt by Bishop Eustace. Dozier takes the snap, looks, pass intended for Davion Hennessy, in and out of the hands, and an incomplete pass for Wildwood.
Yeah, Javion's been the number one target for Jordan Dozier today, but they've been all quick, short passes, but that one wasn't executed, and like that's the thing there. You just want to execute those small plays, keep the ball going, move downfield, get a little bit of momentum, and just have something to take out of this game with you.
7 minutes to go here in the game. We are under the running clock rule, the mercy rule set up by the NJSIAA and the West Jersey Football League. Anytime there's a 36-point deficit, the clock will run, with the exception of timeouts and injuries to a player. With that being said, 2nd and 10 for the Warriors, ball on their own 10-yard line, deep in their own territory. Dozier, the junior quarterback for Wildwood, in the shotgun formation. Thomas Rios to his left. High snap. Taken back. He falls down in the end zone. He loses the ball. It's covered by Bishop Eustace, and it looks like a touchdown for the Crusaders. And Ryan, nothing can go right for the Warriors tonight.
Yeah, and we talked about it in the beginning of the game. You got a new center in Eric Jordan. I mean, listen, the line has been moved around. I would say, as frustrating it is, they have been one of the brighter spots in this because, like we said, they've only allowed one sack in this entire game. You have a tackle that moved the center. You have a center that moved the guard, a guard that moved out to the other tackle. So, you know, it's...
The snap was high. He dropped it. He panicked. It was in the end zone. He went to pick it back up, and it was too late. It was covered by Bishop Eustace. And now Noonan up for the extra point, and he hammered that one through. And the lead now goes to 43-0 in favor of Bishop Eustace.
Was good.
And 6:30 left to play here in the game. We're under the running clock rule. And we'll thank our sponsors who made this happen for us tonight. Anthony's Grub on Montgomery Avenue in Wildwood wishes all the schools a great year. When you're hungry, think Anthony's Grub. Johnny Longhots on Pine and Pacific Avenue in Wildwood wants to wish everyone the best of luck this season. Stop by after practice for the game and enjoy the tasty food. Whale Tail Brewery, located in Burley across from Home Depot, is cheering everyone on for a good season. The Schickling family and Revolution Liquors on New Jersey Avenue in Wildwood would like to wish all the athletes and coaches the best of luck this season. That is Revolution Liquors on New Jersey Avenue in Wildwood. Val Harbor Oceanfront Hotel in Wildwood Crest is a proud supporter of Wildwood High School and high school sports in Cape May County. When friends and family come to visit, don't put them on the sofa. Call the Val Harbor, 609-522-3343, or book online at valharborhotels.com. Well, 6:17 and counting, and I believe Wildwood can't wait till they get this game over with, as Bishop Eustace is going to kick off for the 8th time tonight, and it is a short kick, fielded by the up back for Wildwood.
Brandon Aggie.
That's Brandon Aggie. And he actually made a nice move across the 40 down to the 45-yard line, and Brandon Aggie doesn't get to do that too often, but you know what? Good for him, and you know, why not?
Yeah, exactly. At this point, you see, and you know, Brandon's played really well this game, and he's you know,
called his name a number of times on defense, and he's made some great plays to really keep this from really going south of 42 points.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of these kids have short-term memories. You know, as a coach, you wish they didn't sometimes, but you know, when it's this bad of a result, you're kind of, you know, he'll take that return and be happy about his game and some of the plays he made. So that's been nice. But you know, looking on the side, some of the players for Wildwood that have been off of the field. You know, Nick Crochet has been out for a good portion of the third and fourth quarter.
Not his shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, he was in on the kick return there, so I'm not sure if it's an injury thing. Why would you put him out on kick return? But he's back on the sideline, and you know, there's been a lot of reserves that have had to fill in positions here.
Under 5 minutes for the Warriors, 1st and 10 on their 45-yard line. Dozier, quarterback, drops back, pass taken in by Hennessy. Hennessy takes it at the 50, breaks into Crusader territory and taken out of bounds at the 47-yard line for a gain of about 7 yards for the Warriors. Another nice pass by Jordan Dozier. Again, you wonder, we say, how can he throw nice passes when the score is getting blown out? Well, he's taking care of the ball, other than that miscue or when a bad snap. And he's put the ball in the hands of a lot of receivers for Wildwood. A few of them were dropped, and that should have been dropped. Yeah, but that one was not.
Yeah, and that's been his favorite target tonight. That's Javion Hennessy's 7th catch of the game. And, you know, like I said, Jordan, he's at 30, 31, 32 attempts. So that's a lot for any school.
2nd and 2 for the Warriors, ball on the 47-yard line of the Crusaders. High snap. Dozier, pass intended for Hennessy, dropped at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up second down.
Looks like some miscommunication there. A lot of the Warriors are looking at their wristbands, trying to look at what the play was. You had two receivers running in the same position, and this is what happens. You have backups in, and you're not sure. And
I think Vinny Sweeney was out in the slot, and he was a little confused and was trying to get a little direction from Hennessy, which he's trying to coach him up a little bit, and then he gets the ball thrown to him, so you can't expect him to do everything out there.
Yeah, exactly.
3rd and 2 for the Warriors, ball on the 47-yard line of the Crusaders. 3 minutes in running here left to play in the game. Jordan Dozier, junior quarterback, drops back to pass yet again. Pass is thrown. Great pass and catch to Trevor Triano with a great pickup and a completion of about 35 yards for a first down for Wildwood. So a little bit of a bright spot, but obviously a little bit too late. Nonetheless, a great catch by Triano and a great throw again by Jordan Dozier.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that ball absolutely looked beautiful. As soon as it came out of his hand, the trajectory and the completion to Trevor has been, that was a really nice execution there by the Warriors. And once again, the line gave him perfect time, created a nice pocket there for him to throw.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. Haven't got to say that too much tonight. Ball on the 29-yard line of Bishop Eustace. Dozier, deep ball. Looks like, he was pushed off, and no flag was called. Ball was intended for Triano in the corner.
Good job there to play defense. There was a little bit of hand battling back and forth. Ultimately, Trevor did a good job of breaking up that play.
I might have thrown the flag there if I officiated football, just out of the out of my goodness of my heart to give them a play on the 1-yard line. But nonetheless, you were right. It was a good defensive play, and we should not take that away from the Bishop Eustace D-back.
Yeah, and the same thing that Coach Loomis is trying to coach up his backups and this and that. That's what Bishop Eustace is doing as well. And you have a backup corner who makes a nice play like that. He defended it well. You got to be excited and happy as a coach to see that type of play out of here.
1:20, and we're running it down. 2nd and 10, ball on the 29-yard line. Dozier back, quarterback, shotgun, looks to his right, throws, complete. Vinny Sweeney with the catch at the 15-yard line, and looks like it will be
Giving them a first down
for Wildwood and a Wildwood timeout. We'll keep it right here as we have 1 minute left to play in the game. Wildwood trying to punch it in to save a little bit of face here and get something positive going away from this game. Next week, Buna comes in here, and it's not the same Buna Chiefs that we're accustomed to seeing back in the day when they had a man named Walter Hurd play for them, who was a 1,000-yard rusher, and not sure how many touchdowns, but I know he had over 1,000 yards there.
He actually may have broken 2,000.
Yeah,
he was,
and he was something special, and Buna was something special. However, they are on a downside this year in a big way. Not taking anything away from their team or Wildwood's team, but next week's game is a big game for both schools, and a chance that Wildwood could see, hopefully, a better fare against Buna.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, listen, it's almost, we're in the baseball playoffs. When you have a pitcher that's throwing a pitch and pitching that you can't hit, it doesn't matter who else you bring in. You're just happy to see them. And I think the Warriors, regardless of who they're playing next week, are going to be happy, after,
to not see Simmons.
to get away from to Simmons.
Okay.
So
1st and 10, balls on the 18-yard line of the Crusaders. Dozier back to pass again. Looks to his right, throws a deep ball, and intended for Triano. Fell down in the end zone. No flag on the play. Incomplete.
intended for Trevor.
Pass, and Coach Loomis is going to take another timeout here. He's going to use every bit he can. He wants to get something in the end zone and leave on a positive note. 40 seconds to play here in the game, and we'll keep it right here on 98.7 The Coast WCZT. Ryan Triano, Ed Gorski bringing you the action. Delaney working on the camera, doing one heck of a job bringing you the pictures if you're streaming. And Norm back at the studio, making it all come together and making us sound good, hopefully. Booney's Pizza, your local spot for pizza located on Route 47 in the Canals Plaza, wishes the best of luck to all of the athletes and coaches this year. Notch Tree Service, your cut above, wishes all the athletes best of luck this season. And the Flight Deck Diner, voted one of the best for breakfast, located at the county airport, wants to wish everyone a good year. Thank you to all our sponsors that make this happen on 98.7 The Coast. 40 seconds left to play, 43-0. Bishop Eustace beating up on Wildwood pretty good. However, Wildwood's got the ball 1st and 10 on the Bishop Eustace 18-yard line. Jordan Dozier back to throw again under some heavy pressure, looks to his right, throws complete to Thomas Rios. Rios around the corner, slips 2 tackles and gets in. They're going to spot him down at the half-yard line. They're going to spot Thomas Rios down at the half-yard line. He took the ball at the 25-yard line, and they're going to say he knee hit before the end zone and going to give Wildwood the ball at the half-yard line with 25 seconds left to play here. And I'm not sure that was actual, his knee was down, but we don't have instant replay up here in the booth, and we can't call New York for any help, so we'll just go with what they say.
Yeah, I think, listen, we're hopeful of a touchdown, but I mean, the other thing is, too, you know, looking on the other side, I mean, you know, Coach Loomis is calling the timeouts, and you want to end on a good note, but, you know, if I'm on the other side, I'm probably putting my starters back in and blitzing the gaps if, you know, on a running clock to call timeout to get a score. But, you know, on both sides, it's a chess match, and I'm sure, you know, the past couple of weeks, Eustace has been on the other side of the scoreboard, so.
Wildwood 1st and goal on the 1-yard line, 25 seconds left to play. Dozier in the backfield looks to pass, looks to throw, sidesteps the tackle, keeps it himself. Dozier in for a touchdown, and the Warriors get on the board with 15 seconds left to play. Wildwood scores to avoid the shutout and a 43-6 hole right now, with 14 seconds left to play. So with all intent purposes, after this extra point, Ryan will probably be the end of the game and put this to bed for the Warriors and the Crusaders.
Number 6, Jordan Dozier.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the things at the end. It really doesn't mean nothing, but it's nice to see a kid like Jordan get in the end zone. You know, he gets in the books, and he's played well. He's thrown the ball really well, and you know, it's nice for him to get in the end zone.
2-point conversion. Dozier pass in the end zone, caught by Vinny Sweeney for the 2-point conversion, and that will take it to 43-8. Bishop Eustace ahead with 14 seconds left to play. And Ryan, we should talk about our Lucky Bones play of the game, and the name we've been calling all game, Jordan Dozier. That's my choice.
Yeah, I think, you know, listen, he was playing with, you know, backup receivers. He threw the ball well. He put the ball, you know, in the position for the players. Down here, the one drive he had, he made a few bad throws. But other than that, you know, I mean, Jordan, he's really, you know, threw a good ball, looked poised back there, and you know, with limited what you have on the field tonight, you know, I think, yeah, you got to go with Jordan, and you know, he's very well deserving of it.
Well, every dark day has the light one ahead of it, and for Jordan, yeah, that was good to see him get in the end zone. A little sense of accomplishment to go out with something. Nobody likes getting shut out. Nobody likes getting shut out at home or on homecoming, and they avoided that. So that is a bright spot if there's not too many left here for the Warriors.
Yeah, and he threw for over 172 yards, and had a rushing touchdown. So, you know, statistically not a terrible game for him, but, you know, just scoreboard wise, it was not what the Warriors wanted.
So with 14 seconds left to play, Wildwood's going to kick off, and with all intent purposes, this is just going to be for show, because they won't be able to get a playoff even if they do recover an onside kick. The clock's going to run and continue to run. And the squib kick is taken by Bishop Eustace. It is down at the 48-yard line, and that's going to do it for this game, with Bishop Eustace on top 43-8 against Wildwood. And our Lucky Bones player of the game, Jordan Dozier. He'll get a shirt and a nice gift card from Ryan and I, and a picture will be posted on our website. For Delaney running the camera, And Norm back at the studio. I'm Ed Gorski, Ryan Triano. Look for us next Thursday night when the Buda Chiefs come in here to Wildwood and take on the Warriors next Thursday night at 6 p.m. Thank you to all our sponsors.